Well, we are live.
There it is.
You froze up, Lee, as we were fixing to go live.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we live now? Yeah, we're going.
We are live now. I had to go live. It was time. We have an audience, a 4-footed audience.
I'm on the landline, Mike, so I don't know.
But, well, Max.
Somebody's excited for the
I'm sorry,
for
folks.
the chili cheese fries, right?
Yep, chili cheese fries. We're doing that.
Like, and your dogs are all excited about it?
And they're going to be low carb.
Low carb, yes.
Yep.
We were just kicking around the different ideas and things that you could substitute for a fry.
Right.
Now, I just shot a video yesterday and it went live last night. And I walked through the grocery store looking at all the different stuff that you could use as a fry.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that I ran into with several of the things was putting chili on top.
Yep.
That was the part I was like, yeah, I don't know. Carrots would be fantastic.
It would be.
As a low carb option, you could slice up mushrooms, but I didn't know how. I'm trying to think. I'm cheating. I'm using a hot dog chili, a canned one. This is my brother-in-law's go-to. Whoops, we lost everybody. What's up, Honey J Badger?
Hey, Honey J Badger.
And I forgot where I was going. The glitched me. Oh,
well. So
anyway, I got a couple different ideas we're going to try, and it sounds like we were chatting, and Mike has got the exact same idea I do.
Yeah.
I thought the mad scientist would go off the rails, and well, no, he went easy.
Yeah, it's been a difficult day. Paige had to go to the doctor today, and she's been in the bed all day because she had a shot in her eye. So I had to go with it. But so we're doing the same kind of fries, but I'm going to show you a different kind that you can use. And Lee, I think, is going to either use the other kind or show it to you also. So go ahead and show them what you got, Lee, and I'm going to get this other type of fry that I can show them.
So I got these. You saw the video. These are veggie zucchini garlic parmesan fries. I picked these up. I was like, oh, those sound interesting. They'd be worth a shot. So I'm going to try to cook them on my cast iron flat top here. And then I got stuff to make chaffles. Chaffles is an easy thing. It's basically egg and cheese. And then you cook it in a waffle maker. And voila, you get a waffle. And you cut it long ways along the lines and you get fries.
Yep.
I've done that before and they were good. What's up, Charlie? Done that before. They turned out pretty good. To hold up with the chili, I think it would be a good play because it's got the cheese and the, as far as taste. The texture, you might have to go a little farther. So when you pick up the chaffle fry, that it doesn't just fall over.
Yeah.
So I put a little thought to that, but
look at a little longer.
Just in case a little chaffle thing flops, I got these to flop as well, or fall back on. I mean, not flop. So, but with that, cheers, Mikey. Take it over.
All righty. So I'm doing the chaffles also. Excuse me, which I've already got it mixed. And it's mozzarella cheese and eggs. I've got 2 cups of mozzarella here and 3 eggs. So I'm going to it'll make at least 6 chaffles. 2 per person here. But this is an excellent alternative. I just didn't want to do cheese on top of cheese. And that's these right here, and you can get them at Aldi. They're made with halloumi cheese.
So I had thought about doing like mozzarella cheese sticks or something like that. You could quarter those and then lay those out. But then I was like, you want number 2 for a week.
Yeah.
If you have a whole mess of cheese sticks on top of cheese with cheese fries, I was like, you won't go to the bathroom for a week. So
you're gonna be eating a lot of pasteurized plugs.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but
this right here, it's a different kind of taste. It's not gonna, it doesn't taste like a fry, but it's a decent. It's not bad. I like it. And some folks use this as a bread substitute. Even you can get it in a block and slice it and grill it, and it'll be a bread. You can make a sandwich out of it.
Nice.
So, and all this. And I also thought about doing it as a take on this is doing a chili gravy kind of, and doing poutine, which is a Canadian dish. If you haven't had it, it's fries with gravy and cheese curds. So I thought about that.
Charlie, no, I haven't done that one. If your waffle maker is the size of your copier, that's a heck of a waffle maker.
Or if your butt's the size of the copier, that's a heck of a butt. Mine is. Yeah.
Well, so I don't know if I've shown this one off in a while, but in like 2018, I won a giveaway on Instagram, and it was a Lodge skillet that they did up with. You could get your logo put on it.
Look at that. He got his logo put on it. I like that. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
So it's been on the wall. Then I pulled it down and I washed it up, and I said, I need to start using this more. So it's going to be the perfect sauce for this little itty bitty can of chili. My brother-in-law's go-to, Castleberry's hot dog chili with onions. So,
well, my chili is going to be from scratch, and because I am a cheapskate and it's a lesser price, I have gotten ground sausage, pork sausage, and I've got some onions and peppers cut up in it, and I'm going to make my chili using pork sausage instead of ground beef.
Okay.
Why? Because this was $2.50 a pound.
Okay. All about that, man. All about that. Our treasured home, howdy.
Hey, how you doing?
Well,
you ready to get started?
Let me hit the out button here, and
let's get started.
There we go. Now you can kind of see us both.
Yep.
And let's get the fires lit, bud.
Yep. And I'm gonna put this down on here. I hope everybody can see that okay.
This is just for Charlie right here.
Yep, he asked for it. You asked for it. You got it. And it ain't a Toyota.
Well, Charlie, or Tom's Food Factory asked for the chili cheese fries.
Oh, that's right. It was him. That's right.
Yeah. Charlie always likes to see the flames when I fire up the griddle.
Oh, he's after my pyromaniac heart. All right, I'm starting this in a cold pan. No special reason, because I didn't really need to put a char on it of any kind or a crust on it, because I'm going to add water to it to get it pelletized and let the water cook down. And then some folks use tomato paste or tomato sauce. I use ketchup for the hot dog chili, and it'll work just fine.
Now, what other, if you had the time today, what other thing would you, if you were trying to impress somebody with chili cheese fries, keto style, what would you do as a fry substitute?
Jicama.
Jicama. Okay.
Jicama. Jicama. The J is pronounced like
I had looked at that, and I thought about rutabagas. I've never done either one. I ran into Rusty at the grocery store, and he was picking them up. He was like, I'm going to try them out. But I haven't heard how they all turned out.
Well, you can also do a turnip. A turnip works real well as a substitute. Now,
yep.
The problem with both of those are that they're really, really dense, and it takes a long time to cook before it gets to a state where you have it like a fry.
Well, and I was thinking that you could use like the wok, put a little bit of oil in there, and kind of deep fry, but not deep fry, like a shallow pan fry.
Well,
but I was like, if the idea is it's a weeknight, you're coming home, you're tired, you just want something quick, you don't want to mess with all that.
Right.
So that was where I was thinking.
Well, yeah, the thing is,
sweet potatoes not an option.
No, sweet potatoes are not an option. At least for me. If you got the space for a potato in your day, go for it.
Yeah, it all depends on what I mean. I guess it would be like dirty keto. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but
it's really not keto because of the natural sweetness in it. Nope, they're technically not keto. In fact, the only root vegetable that is rutabagas, turnips, and
radishes.
Yeah, I don't do radishes, man. I'm sorry. and Yakima. There's Rusty. Hey, Rusty, did you try those out yet? Oops. Froze up there.
When you're cooking, right. It's a very, very hard thing to.
Rusty got a rutabaga and a Yakima.
Okay. They're very, very difficult to slice and peel because you do have to peel them, and I'm telling you, they are harder than a rock, and it's the size of a shot put. So once you get it cut up, I recommend that you microwave it before you try to cook it, or boil it before you try to cook it in any kind of oil. Because otherwise, the outside might get done before the inside does.
Okay. Charlie, no, beets have too much natural sugar in them.
Yep.
Rusty says, sorry, lady was doing chicken cheese steaks on the Blackstone. Cool. And he hasn't tried those other things yet.
Well, I got to tell you, when with sweet potatoes, for years and years, I was allergic. And growing up, I ate them all the time. Then all of a sudden, in 1979, I had some when I was an adult, and I got a bad case of closed up throat and hives, and couldn't breathe, and had to get a shot of to keep me from dying. So that was the last time I had sweet potatoes for a long time. Then I had my gallbladder taken out, and a couple of friends of mine said, "Have you tried eating things that you were allergic to before to see if you're allergic to them still?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Try it, but only use a small amount, so in case it doesn't work." Because they were talking about how they had used they had things that foods that they were allergic to, they were no longer allergic to. So I did it. So I ate a little small amount of sweet potatoes. Nothing happened. Then I ate a little more. Nothing happened. So I was back to eating sweet potatoes.
When we found out I was diabetic back in early 2000s, that was the tater replacement was go to sweet taters. Go to sweet taters. So I want sweet taters. And I used to not like them. I had to have the cinnamon and the lots. When you get sweet tater fries, those were always good.
Yep.
But I've already started. I forgot to put my apron on. Forgot my Mr. Rogers thing, man. I got sidetracked.
Oh man. You just reminded me.
Let's see.
Mine.
Chickpea fries.
Still too much
Chickpea
carb.
fries. Yeah, they are. But I reckon if you made them into like a dough, you could form them out. You wouldn't want to eat a whole lot of them, but as far as trying to keep it keto, but for a vegan option, which vegans are taters anyway, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
But I guess you put butter on it though.
There's the Pro Cut. How you doing? Bat 13, how you doing?
Hey, Bat.
James, a quick question. I know it's not keto related. When we were at the auction last week, we talked about they had a 12-inch Cracker Barrel pan, and it went for like $25. And the question was the age. Now, this was a Lodge. It did not have the heat ring, the 3-notch. It was just a regular skillet, but it had no helper handle. It was like this one, but it was a 12-inch. So the question was, how do you date the Cracker Barrel skillets? Because there's no number, there's no date, and I couldn't find anything really online last night or last 2 days about it.
I reckon you just give it your own date. It's kind of like you go to the store. If it ain't got a price tag on it, it's free, right?
Yeah. So I went out today and I found I got it in the light tank already, but it was a number 8 stovetop griddle, shallow. It was $10. Well, this one was $10. Once again, so the way it looks is at the top says "Made in USA," but the M's kind of like gone, and it's a beautiful piece. Looks like it's never been seasoned, and looks like on the front there was a spot where the label was, but I wasn't sure, so I just went and threw it in the light tank. We'll get it cleaned up, but I was looking for whether PSR made a number 8 smooth bottom, not one of the Kamal styles. He'll understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, Life Adventures in Keto. How are you doing?
Hey, Michelle.
So we're trying to do these fries, and I got them on the griddle heating up. I'm going to put a dome over them. There you go. Got my chili going. Need to get the over here. I got stuff to make my chaffle batter. Even though Mikey's doing chaffles, I think I'll do that too.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, really, I'm gonna get upset, right? It's just a
This is the first time we've duplicated stuff.
yes. And
We don't-
this is what we get for not talking.
Well, we don't talk on purpose beforehand to tell what the other's doing, so we see what we come up with, and if we said if we come up with the same thing, so be it.
Yep.
And this time we did.
This time we actually did. I was surprised.
But this is the first time that's happened, and we've done several cooks now, so that's pretty good.
think I only need one. You know what would have been fantastic, and I almost did it. Spam.
Oh, you know, I did think about that spam fries.
Yep, I thought about it, but then I was like, my wife, just maybe she'll want something. I don't know, and she will not. She will not want spam.
Well, she's already told. I heard her tell you, I have not eaten a chaffle.
Yeah, she's not a chaffle person. So that was kind of why I was
You
thinking.
called it chawaffle, right?
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking a little something else, and I got these fry things. So maybe I could entice her into eating something. I don't know. But y'all know how to make chaffles, don't you? I'm sure everybody they've seen us do it before. I don't measure like just Jason does.
No, I don't either usually.
I just kind of, it's like what does he say, a third cup or 3/4? I just use a big handful.
It's about 2/3 of a cup.
Yeah.
So I'm making 6, so I use roughly 2 cups.
Yeah. I just use a handful and 1 egg.
Well, you're only making for you, right?
Huh?
You're only making for you too, right?
Right.
So that would be perfect. I'm making for me, the missus, and my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's ever had him a chaffle.
Okay. So I got my chaffle batter made up. Simple. Get my trash can out of the way. Now I gotta get my waffle maker heated up. So what else you got for like replacement? Obviously, zucchini. Any kind of squash.
But the thing about zucchini, if you're going to use it, take the seeds out, slice them long ways in half, and then and take a spoon and dig out the middle, and make like a boat, and then cut it up from there.
Right.
It won't be near as mushy. Yours will have mushy, but it won't be near as mushy.
Then I lay them out on paper towels.
Right.
And then let them kind of soak, so pull some of that moisture out. You can put salt on them.
Yep, that was the next thing. Yep, that's the next thing. Put a little salt on it and let it soak.
Oh, we got no spam. No spam, really? But they got all kinds of flavors now. They've got maple, they got jalapeno, they got bacon, they got what was the other one? Turkey. Then there's the low sodium, which is, I like that one better. But
teriyaki, spicy.
Yeah, they got all kinds of good flavors. You have to. Oh, okay. So you have to have the turkey spam. I kind of like that. The turkey spam.
Spam is pretty good.
Yeah, my middle daughter and I, we did a challenge one time, and we carved turkeys out of the spam, the turkey spam. Never had a twaffle. A what? Yeah. Well, Charlie, I would like to tell you that you're missing out, but I only like them on certain things, in certain ways. I can't just sit down and eat them like you can a waffle. That's just me. Now, I know the keto police are like, "What? The chaffles are awesome." Hey. They are fantastic for certain aspects for me. I'm not into like creating a whole meal around them unless it's like something like this where they're not just by themselves. Does that make sense?
Yep. They make pretty good sandwiches.
Avocado fries.
I have not tried the avocado fries because I don't know. I've never had a cooked avocado. I don't know how that. I'm kind of scared to do that.
An avocado fry. I
Now,
don't think
use avocado for a thickening agent, like use it like a cornstarch and that kind of stuff. But it was, that was cooked into the sauce.
I don't think I've had them as like that. Now they've been on the, I don't know, the barbecue pages forever, where you hollow them out, wrap them in bacon, and you do all that kind of stuff. But I've not tried that. Oh, Mr. Mike.
Yeah.
I did some smoked eggs, and that was when I started to peel them. They peeled, the first two peeled the best I've ever peeled. After that, them jokers went straight to like.
So you went from great to what happened?
Yeah. By the time I got to like the fourth, I did 6. By the time I got to the fourth one, they were peeling like I normally peel, and I was like, okay, what am I doing?
I hear you.
It happens, but I wanted to tell you, man, I did smoke some eggs, and I did peel some decently. But then I put the disclaimer at the end because I was like, the first 2 peeled fantastic, and then it didn't. Then it didn't.
So, other than just simmering where it can cook down a little bit, that chili is done, folks. I hope y'all see that. So that's a hot dog chili right there, for all practical purposes.
And that was
ground sausage.
Yeah.
Ground pork sausage. Damn, that burnt. I splashed myself. Some diced peppers and onions. Browned it, put water in it to get it pelletized kind of. And then break it down and let it tenderize in the water, and then added chili powder and added this ketchup jar, I added about probably 3/4 of it. And it's about the size of what you get in the old restaurants when you'd go sit down at the table and they'd have the jar of ketchup there for you. And I put it in there, and now it just has to cook down. But it's practically there. I mean, look at that. That's a nice consistency right there.
Yeah, that looks good.
It doesn't have to cook down much. It just has to cook a little bit down. But some folks use, and if you want to use it, go ahead. But some folks use tomato sauce or tomato paste in it. I'll just put a little ketchup in it, and it works just fine.
And when you start thinking about it, ketchup has everything that you would add to it.
Exactly. That's why I did it. Why add more to it when I ain't got to? So it makes a nice little sauce in here with the meat because of the water being in there with it. And the water cooks away, leaving the more denser sauce to make like a gravy, which if you wanted to right now, this could also substitute as a sloppy joe. So, take your pick. Now, let me see if I can show y'all what I got here. This here is my waffle maker. I got 2 of these little rascals. And I am going to put a little bit on here. You don't want to overfill this because it's going to expand. Now, when you close it up, do not reopen that until you get next to no steam coming out.
I'm gonna put a little smoke bomb in mine.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Little Uncle Steve's there.
I put some Uncle Steve's original in mine. But this one right here going down now. Now you're going to be tempted to look under there, but don't.
I agree.
Because I'm telling you, you will regret it if you do.
Do not touch it until it stops steaming.
Exactly. Once it stops steaming, you can touch it. Or at least gets to where it's not steaming hardly at all. That's looking real good, that chili. Oh, yeah.
I've got half an onion that I'm going to chop up for the garnish.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Because, you know, being from Ohio, we're Bengals fans, which means you're Skyline chili and you're Gold Star chili fans, right?
Yep.
Now, not everybody is, and that's fine. I got hooked the first time they put chili and cheese on my spaghetti. And I was like, dude, what? Game changer for me.
Charlie's a fan of that too. I've never had it.
Yeah, and you know, I've got family members that absolutely are not fans, which is fine.
And when I'm talking about Charlie, I'm talking about Charlie over at
Cooking Secrets for Men.
Dang, I drew a blank for a second.
Hey, welcome to my life, buddy.
I hear you.
Man, 3 times I walked out I got up yesterday to go do something. Completely forgot what I was doing by the time I walked into another room.
Oh yeah.
And here it is 2 days later. I still ain't got done whatever it was I was gonna do. Oh, I'm missing comments. Hold on a minute here.
I can't see them because I've got the laptop tilted. Let me see what's on there.
Let's see. All right. Spam is a gift from God.
This ketchup, yes, ketchup does have sugar in it. However, this here ketchup got no sugar. I don't know if you can see it, but it's less than 1 gram it's 1 gram of carbs, and there is absolutely no sugar in it. So that's a good thing. And this is Walden Farms right here.
Well, we're still talking about spam, Mike. What's your favorite spam?
Probably the traditional, but I like the teriyaki one, and I like the spicy one. But I know I'm going to be the only one eating it on the spicy because the missus don't do spicy. All right, can you see now? This is starting. You can see there's steam. I don't know if you can see it, but there's steam coming up. Now, I'm not going to lift it up, but there we go. I just tested it to see. And This here is about done. It is just about there.
Avocado poppers would be interesting.
What's that?
Avocado poppers would be interesting.
Ooh, that'd call for a cooked avocado though, and I'm a little scared of it.
We'd have to do like a standalone video on that one. Yeah. But I'll write it down. No, give me a minute. Keto. She is no longer on, but her recipes are good. Okay, yeah, I hadn't heard of her.
Who is this?
For Chaffles, she says go to yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, keto. Yeah, she doesn't do any more videos. She has some great truffle recipes. And I want to say it was between her and a sister-in-law or her daughter or something. One was in Oklahoma and one was in Ohio, I think, or Pennsylvania.
Okay, that would be the capital OK and the
yeah.
Okay.
Ohio, brother and sister. Yeah, it was Ohio and Oklahoma. Yeah.
All right. These are a little crispy. I already turned the heat off and just had them underneath the dome. They look like they'll hold up.
Look at this. I'm telling. Oh, y'all got to see this. Look at that. Look at that chili right there. It don't get much better than that. Now, let me get a cooling rack out so I can lay these out on it. And I'm getting off of the chopper maker. Alrighty. And that's perfect.
Yeah, when I was looking through like all the different things, man, I was, the old standby like cauliflower. I was like, you could get that, you could make mashed, and then freeze it in the like little, the tubes that they make for ice, or the ice cube trays are tubes.
Yeah.
That you drop in your water bottle.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you could do mashed cauliflower in that, and that'd be pretty cool. But I didn't. I was like, I don't know. I'm way off here. Okay. Hot dog chili, nice. Never tried sweet potato with chili cheese on it. I don't know how bad. I mean, that would make it really sweet or sweeter. I bet it'd be good.
It probably would.
And if you top the cheese with like a pepper jack or a pimento cheese, I bet that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Butter or coconut oil on that burn, Mike?
Nah, it comes right off. This thing, I've not had one stick as long as I don't open it too soon.
Yeah, he says, I am man, hear me roar. He's the keto man. Ketchup does have sugar in it, but there is ketchup that does not have sugar.
This is one of them.
Yep. And sometimes they have the sweeteners in it, and some of those sweeteners mess with me. So I just get it with sugar. I just don't put a whole lot on.
Yeah.
Because it's all in moderation, right? You don't put, if it says a tablespoon, you're not using a whole tablespoon on a hot dog.
Right. Now, you are going to have some natural sugars from the tomato in some of them, but this right here doesn't have that. I'm going to put the rest of this ketchup in and let it cook down, too.
Deep fried bacon wrapped avocados is so good. Okay.
What,
okay.
Deep fried?
Deep fried bacon wrapped avocados.
So
avocado jalapeno popper dip would be interested. How you doing, Sim 1000? That would be interesting. An avocado jalapeno popper dip.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't.
I barely got through it once.
I ain't even going to try. You saw what happened when I tried to do purple and peppers in the same sentence.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the Oklahoma and Ohio brother and sister. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I'm trying to catch up. Cooling racks makes a difference with the chaffles. Oh, okay.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I got one. I got it on one right now. Because if you don't, it gets soggy.
Yeah. I got mine cooking up. It's done steaming, but I'm letting it go a little bit longer because I want to hold up.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike did burn himself, but he's being a guy, and
I'm toughening myself up.
Huh?
Yeah, I did burn myself. You can see the place here where I got splattered on.
Yeah, Rusty's using a whole tablespoon on a hot dog, but that's because he can't see when it starts getting on there, so he gets a tablespoon at the one end and then does his line.
Do it, smear. Do it.
I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't pick on you when you're not here. I'll wait till you're here.
Perfect time. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll wait till you're here. Heinz, no sugar added. Out here, no noticeable difference.
That's pretty good. G Hughes's is pretty good. There's no sugar in that.
I don't like G Hughes.
You don't?
I mean, I never met the guy personally, but I don't like his stuff.
Yeah. I like it. It's pretty good.
This one was a little too dark. Went a little too long on that one, but look, it happens.
That looks
Burnt
good.
Burnt chaffles happen.
You covered that with chili. They ain't gonna know that.
Oh, I know.
It'll soften up too.
But it's one of those that people are afraid to show their mistakes, and I'm like, dude,
I'll show them.
If you ain't seen, man, I'll show you all of them.
I'll show you all of them. I ain't afraid. I ain't scared. I know I'm human.
I'm a work in progress, man. I'm under construction.
Like one of the things I say on some of my videos before I do it, I'll say, I'm going to make this. And I tell them, I say, y'all stick around and see how bad I can screw this up.
Those are pretty good.
The choppers?
The zucchini, parmesan, garlic, whatever fake fries I got?
Yeah.
These ones.
Oh, okay.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
It is one full serving of vegetables. Who'd have thunked it?
One full serving. That's all right.
Let's see.
Got another choppel done.
Yeah, this one's a little dark. She went a little too long there, Chief.
Yeah, well.
That's I mean, the wife won't touch it, so it's just mine. So
just you, so what the heck, right? I remember when I was a kid and I'd say, Mama, the toast is burnt. She'd say, bring it here. She'd go to scraping it with a knife and say, there, it's not burnt anymore.
Yeah, that's when I quit eating toast. Unless Grandma put apple butter on it.
Yep.
My grandma used to make the best homemade apple butter. Oh. Back in the day, man. Back in the day.
Now, some folks put a little cheese down onto the waffle maker before they do it. I do that on occasions. It depends on how I'm making my chocolate, what I'm doing with them. But that was turned out to be. Let me show you. This is it right here. This is 6 chocolates. I got these are the last. These are the last 2, and I got 4 over here.
Hold on. I didn't mean to do that.
That's all right.
I was trying to bring you up. There we go. Now you can show them.
This I got 2 in here. This is the last 2. I emptied the bowl. I said I was going to get 6 out of it. I got 6 perfectly. Now I hope this one don't overflow. I've not had overflow on this so far, but I have known to overflow. And I've got 4 over here. Let me show y'all these. 4 of them already made.
Nice.
So these are coming along nicely. Yeah, I got some wanting to come over the side, but maybe it'll hold itself in there enough.
Yeah, Charlie, you can do the shredded chicken in a chaffle with a little bit of buffalo wing sauce. Yep. Just Jason Keto check him out. He's got a bunch of chaffle recipes.
The 2 best chaffles I have ever made are I made one with cottage cheese, using cottage cheese in it, and I made one that was a rye chaffle, and both of those videos are out there. I'll try to link them after the live in here so y'all can see them. Those are the 2 best I've made. Those 2. That rye one, that was extra special good, and that one with the cottage cheese in it, it was a really soft bread-like texture.
Yep.
I want to try putting the rye in with the cottage cheese and seeing if it'll make a soft textured rye type thing, which what I use for the rye is caraway seeds.
Yep. I know after you put that out there, it took me a little bit to find the caraway seeds, and then we made it up, and it was really good.
I'm telling you.
And
Tom Garvey says he was sitting there watching it, and he and Marie were watching that video, and Marie says, "I'll be right back." And she went in there and made them and came back, and he's like, "Son of a gun, look at that. That's good." Yeah.
That one came out better.
Oh, yeah, that does look better.
It took me a while to find the caraway seeds, but then once I found them, I made them, and they were pretty good. And I did make a Reuben with them. That was kind of the whole premise behind why we started doing those.
The third best chaffle I've made was one where I made a Reuben chaffle. The chaffle itself was the Reuben, and it was for dipping. And it had Swiss cheese in it. It had caraway seeds. It had corned beef, all of that in it. And sauerkraut. It had sauerkraut in it. That thing, dipping it, was absolutely wonderful.
Caraway seeds are the devil.
No, Rusty.
Well, Rusty's he's like that though. He's very picky on everything. He's part of that 10% of America that, or
Cilantro.
10% of human beings that think cilantro tastes like soap. So you can imagine how much fun he is at the Mexican place.
He stays away from the salsa.
It's a fajita, and that's about it.
Yep. Well, nothing wrong with that. That's what I get.
Yep, that's what I get too. I don't eat the beans and the rice. I give that to the wife or one of the kids.
And I bring my own wraps, or I bring chips to eat it like that.
Well, and I'll eat the wraps. I mean, because there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
They only give you 3, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're not that bad in the grand scheme of what you could be doing to yourself.
Yeah, true.
But that's why I'm more low carbish and I'm not a strict keto.
Right. And so I'm going to put these in the oven and let the cheese melt on top of the thing. I'm going to make 3 individual little baskets of them and let the cheese melt on top for the chili cheese part of it, the cheese part. Now, what cheese am I going to use? I think I'm going to use a combination of mozzarella and white cheddar. I have both, and I say, why not use both? There we go. And my chaffles are done. Unplug these bad boys so they'll cool off and all. Max, Bruno, y'all hush. Y'all be hushing. Uh-oh, we lost Lee. I thought I was awful alone. Lee must have lost the internet. So let me get this down to cut these up. And then I'll turn you around here where you can see it. All right. I've turned the heat off on my chili because I don't need it on anymore. Lee must be having internet problems, so I am going to slice these up. and make the size of fries. Uh-oh, Lee's back. He'll be up here in just a second. That was a little big. Let me see if I can add him to the show. Oh,
Was. There
okay,
we go.
there you go. There you go. You were adding and I was adding at the same time, and I ended up removing, I think.
Yeah. We don't think we know it's gross. Oh, okay. So she's one of them too, huh? I'm also in that 10%.
All right. Well, that's okay.
That's right. You can talk about food all you want, but as soon as you mention something somebody don't like,
Oh yeah.
conversation over.
Yep.
Not
Conversation
here though.
over. Because they will let you know. Not touching that.
Yeah. Not here though. We'll talk about anything.
Yeah. Hey, I've had chitlins. I've had mountain oysters. So I don't mind.
Ooh.
And I got a little basket here to put it in. Got a little thing here, and I'll put this in the oven with cheese on it.
Yep, I'm getting 4 chopples out of my mix.
That's a good mix.
Yeah.
So I got the cheese on here, the chili. Put a little more. What the heck? And now I'll get the others cut up and put on there.
So basically, I know y'all can't see this, but where the grid lines for the chaffle is, where these grid lines are, that's where I'm cutting.
Yep.
To make the fries, just like Mike is.
Pretty much the same.
His is, yeah, you're just zoomed in better.
That's because I got the laptop sitting right here, breathing down my throat.
That gave me a nice little mix right there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start plating, Mike.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I got me a little basket, some parchment paper, and it is page approved for anybody who's watching.
Yep.
I ran it by her after I decided I was doing it.
Yeah. If you don't know, Paige is she's not feeling the best today. She got a shot in her eye. And that kind of takes her down a little bit.
All right, so Rusty lost internet too. He's about 5 miles down the road from me, so.
Yeah, we're on the same
Hey, Mr. Tom's Food Factory, we're looking at your stuff. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I did screw up a couple of the chaffle fries, but these Parmesan zucchini ones are looking pretty darn good. Okay. So I'm setting those down. Oh, I'm going to throw these chaffle ones off to this side. That way you got a good mix. You got both, right?
Yep. I like that. Yeah, mix them both in there.
All right, so this chaffle here is done. Let me turn the heat off.
All righty. Now I'm
going to throw a couple more of these. We lost you again.
Lost who?
Uh,
Rusty?
thanks, Bat. Bat 13 said there everything's looking good. Good. There we go. Now I'm back.
There you go. All right. So let's see.
Oh, it's
Here.
supposed to dump snow, so they're going to lose. Okay. Okay. Well,
It's supposed to snow.
so I'm going to hurry. We're going to have to hurry this up, Mike, I guess. Charlie's about to get snow. That's why we're losing internet in South Carolina.
Uh-oh.
So,
Man, it's
now
70 degrees here.
scoop up my chili. Well, Charlie's in Colorado.
Oh.
So when he's about to get snow and lose internet, we lose it here.
Oh, me. That's funny. Max,
At least
everybody knows
it makes sense anyway.
Yeah, well, we have a bullfrog burp on Lake Lanier, and it'll knock power out here. All righty, that's that one. And then they put a little of this on there now. I think this is the cheddar. Yep. Uh-oh. Combination of cheddar and mozzarella.
Yeah, pop this one here out. All right. And now my cheddar. Oops. I was trying to be dramatic and throwing stuff around now.
Well, hey, it might help ratings.
Top with cheese.
Now I'm gonna put it in 400-degree oven for just enough to melt the cheese.
Now I got a melt. Where did my melter? I lost my melter.
What do you got for a melt? What the heck you got for a
Here
melt?
it is. I got my melter.
Oh, a flame? Oh, you got a torch. Look at that. Yeah. Folks, you see all kind of high-tech stuff. You come here and see us. Is it melting it?
Can you hear it?
I hear the torch. I can't hear the met cheese. It looks like it's melting it. Let me put you on solo. That cheese is melting. I can see that.
Whoops. Hit the paper. That's what I was trying not to do.
Oh,
Burned a
well,
hole in the paper. Burned a hole in the paper.
that's okay. It's parchment. It won't do too much. It won't look quite as bad as if it was a paper towel.
Now I'm going to add a little bit of that onion that I chipped up. We'll add a little bit of onion I've chopped up. Boom. And that's that.
I'm
What
doing
y'all think?
this. Oh yeah. Look at that. Great garnish on it.
And it's got the hole.
I have more onions. I put some on mine, but I don't. And I don't have any sour cream. Or I put a dollop of it on top.
All right, there's a picture.
Well, I'm here to tell you that looks really good. That looks real good.
Let's see. Where are we at in comments here? What's he say? You're lucky, Charlie. We're in the 70s and expecting thunderstorms. We're in the low 70s today. So it was, man, yesterday it was like 33 degrees in the morning, right? I got up to go walk.
It was 43.
By lunchtime, it had went up 40 degrees and it was like 73.
Yep.
It was crazy. Rusty's still here. Oh, he's yelling at Charlie, or Charlie's yelling at Tom. Get a bigger torch. Ace Hardware. I am. That's coming up. I just got my chip, so that'll be coming up. Get a torch, Mike. Yeah.
What?
Bat 13 says, "Get a torch, Mike."
Get a torch.
That way you can torch all this stuff.
There you go. Fire in my hands usually turns out bad.
Yeah, Rusty, I thought about that earlier after we talked, and I was like, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll do it next week. He wants to come down and cook. Now it's staying darker later, so he can be able to drive home safely.
Yeah.
Skyline 4-way. Yep. I don't have beans in mine though, so it's still a 3-way. But
yeah, I don't do beans in this either. I don't do beans in chili at all. And what I put in there depends on what I'm making it for. And I'm about to pull this out of the oven because I don't got a torch.
All right, Bat. Take it easy, brother.
Thank you. Let me pull these out real quick. It ought to be good and done now. Let me move this laptop before I end up with it in the floor again.
I'm going to try one of the chaffle. It holds up really well. The texture's there. Because you get the crispy on the outside and then the inside's soft, but it's not like melted cheese. I mean, it's like the top of lasagna cheese. You know what I'm talking about? Like the crusty cheese.
Yep.
Which makes sense. That's what it is.
Yep.
These little Parmesan zucchini things are pretty darn good. Now, Mike, just get a fork, buddy.
Yep.
That looks good.
Yep. Yours does too. Let me get to Mrs. so she can take a taste if she will. And I made some slaw to go with it.
I get my missus, but I know what she's going to
say. She won't eat the chaffle.
So Mike used chaffles, and then he made a homemade chili sauce to go on top. Yep. Then he put cheese on top and melted it in the oven. So we will. Let's see if I can. Whoops! I don't know what I just did. Hold on a minute. I lost y'all. There it goes.
I thought maybe
there we go.
Do it. So
she ain't wanting to do it.
No, she says she's not feeling the best. Her eye is hurting. So.
Oh yeah.
Let's try her.
So.
Cheers.
All right, try it.
By golly, that's good. That is good. Now, are you going to mistake a chaffle for a cheese for French fry? No. But that is a heck of a substitute right there. I'll take that all day long. Yes, sir.
I agree.
There you go.
I'm not a fan of like chaffles. I like them in certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But they're really good in this.
A chaffle,
Tom's Food Factory asks, "What's a chaffle?" You wanna?
Yeah, it's basically a cheese waffle.
Basically, it's one egg, a big handful of cheese, and you mix it up and you put it in a mini waffle maker.
Mm-hmm.
And then it crisps up, so it's like a waffle. But because it's melted cheese in a waffle that's chaffle,
and it's a good substitute for bread. It's a good French fry substitute. I mean, like I said, you're not.
Yeah, it's a good substitute.
It tastes just like a fry, because no, it doesn't. But guess what? It tastes good, and that's all I care about.
Right. And by the time you get done eating this one batch, I mean, it's a handful of cheese, right? You eat that on pizza.
Right.
Right? So it's not going to plug you up like eating a handful of cheese sticks will.
Right.
But
and I made 6 chaffles.
Well.
And put them in 2 on each. Everybody's got 2 on these things. Well, folks, we done pulled off another one. And it looks really good, and I'm telling you, it tastes even better.
This is a good one.
Yep. This is a keeper for sure. I like it.
Well, yep. Mike's cutting out on my end, so I don't know.
Anybody else getting it cut out on them?
So I hope we expanded everybody's idea of cheese fries. We've talked about other replacements. And you can add seasoning to your chaffle batter to enhance, so it doesn't taste like, Parmesan or provolone mozzarella cheese.
Yep. I'm gonna make a picture so I can put this on there as a thumbnail.
So Tom says he is impressed.
Well, thank you, sir. Well,
good, buddy.
I'm glad you are.
We aim to please.
Yes, we do.
So this weekend is St. Patty's Day, so y'all get out there, be safe.
Yep.
And that's about all I got, Mike.
If you watch, if you know,
you got anything?
If you know Keto Simple at their channel, I'll be on there Sunday afternoon on their live Sunday afternoon. I forget what time it is that it starts. It's like 2 or 3. He and I'll be talking. So if you got a chance to tune in, we'd love to see you come by. But until then, what do you tell everybody, Lee, when it comes to cooking?
And Rusty and I will be live Sunday morning.
That's right.
For Cooking with the Cubs. I don't think the Cubs are going to be around. So it'll be just Rusty and I. But We are, yes, Tom, we're thinking about a St. Patty's Day theme. I've already started kind of some of the prep work with the wife-made mashed taters, and I formed them into a silicone mold. I pushed them down in there and froze them. So hopefully I'll be able to cook them on the flat top, crisp them up because they're frozen. Just crisp them up, and hopefully they won't leak out, and they'll be a nice addition to what I'm thinking, the other stuff I got going on for it. But there's a process. It's a huge, we're talking corned beef, bacon, cabbage, a grill, a grinder, mashed taters. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm trying to get in for the week, so through the rest of the week to get Sunday as easy peasy.
Yep.
So, but that's all I got, Mike.
So what's the 2 things you tell folks, Lee?
There's only 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week, everybody.
Be careful out there.